Aries, this is your next 3 months. Woohoo! Let's see what's going on for you. Let's go ahead and draw your bonus cards, have them off to the side. We will take a looky-loo at them at the end of the reading. It always makes everything cohesive. It's pretty cool. All right, here we go. Gives clarity to the reading. Well, bam, two more. And if you're curious about any of the cards I use, they are all listed in the playlist description, along with my Amazon affiliate links. While you're over there, do check your sun, moon, and rising sign for any additional messages. Remember, time and energy is fluid, not linear. Some people say it's fractal. Think about that. Wrap your noodle around fractal space, time. I mean, maybe. All right. It's not linear. Okay, here we go. Aries, this is the money manifestation oracle deck. I really love it. If you want me to do like a whole reading, like an in-depth one with this, let me know in the comments below. I might just go ahead and do it anyway. I do what I want. And so do you, Aries. Yes, you do. All right, you're the Queen of Wands. I do what I want. All right, let's see. Well, bam. Oh, sure. Okay. Fear of failure. Maybe you don't do what you want. Your fear of failure can be very crippling, especially when it keeps you from even trying. Now, that doesn't sound like the Aries people that I know. But is there something that you want to do that you're reluctant to do? For me, I've got the opposite. It's like a fear of success. Isn't that strange? I know. But I'm weird anyway. So, yeah. But you got to try. Because I'm going to tell you right now, when you're super, super old and you're, looking at the pearly gates, that's going to be a big regret, things that you didn't try. You're not going to regret the things you did and learned and grew from. Oh, no, no, no. It's that. Regret is a son of a, you know what? Son of a gun. All right, your spirit animal is the moosin. All right. Moose wisdom. Let your head and mind reach to the stars. There we go. Yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom of your soul. The ancestors speak through you. You know much. Fear of failure. What is it you're wanting to try and do? Just do it. You'll learn something about yourself along the way. Now, that may not be for everyone, but it's showing up here, so don't hold back. Oh, no, come back here. So let's see, fear of failure. Golly, that, I'm trying to think. So you might have regret. That could be a 5 of Cups feeling. Fears, that could be the Moon card. Moose wisdom, the moosin. Star energy, but also keeping your feet on the ground. So I'm getting a star magician or star empress feeling, just go for it. I think about life all the time. I'm saggy, so I'm always in my head thinking philosophically, and I do believe there's something beyond our mortal realm. I'm like 99.99999% sure. But if there wasn't, that means that this life, if it's the only one we got, which I don't subscribe to that, but that makes it that much more special. Just go do it. As long as it's not hurting anybody. You're not like a Ted Bundy, do it. You know what I mean? Inner strength, there you go. That's what you need. Fear of failure. Okay, so that could be 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords. You got to put that stuff to rest. You got to talk yourself up, build yourself up. With that inner strength, this is Leo energy, strength card. Needs inner alchemy, maybe some Sagittarius energy popping in there. I mean, and that this could reverberate. This could reverberate into other aspects, not just your career or aspirations. You know, you if there's someone you like and you're not really stepping up to the plate and telling them something, how are they supposed to know? Most people are not all that intuitive. You know what I mean? They may not have a clue. But you got to get comfortable with rejection. I think that's what it is. You're not always going to be the right fit for a job, and it's nothing about you. You know, I think actors and actresses, they get to experience a lot of rejection, and it's not about them not being good. Look at that. Yeah. It's just they're not right for that particular role. And that's okay. You know, let it go to the person who should have it. Look at these first two cards. This is already feeling like a crazy reading. Queen of Wands. There you are, Aries. It's time to step up. Follow your happiness. Don't see failure as like the end of everything. It's like, oh my God, I'm doomed. Ten of Swords here. You've got to put that fear to rest. Just let it die. Let it shrivel up and die. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Oh, look at that. Ten of Swords and a Death card. Let that fear go. Don't hold on to it. Hi, Allie. It's my cat, my eldest kitty. Wow. All right. So let's see. I'm not going to speculate yet. I need to get the whole story out here before we figure out what the heck is going on. Hi. Well, hello. Hi. Well, Judgment. Aries, what's going on here? Look at this. Look at this. Holy smokes. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. Page of Wands. Oh, that's what you need. All right. You need some of that enthusiasm. Just, hook it to your veins. You got to get pumped and excited about something and not so disappointed if something doesn't work out exactly the way you wanted or expected. Ten of Wands. Look at all these tens. More Saggy energy. Seven of Swords. All right. And the Hermit. Definitely need that energy. That seems like a good idea. All right. I don't know if y'all can heal. I can't speak this morning. I don't know what's going on with me. It's not even 8 o'clock. All right. Give me a break. Allie. She doesn't usually do that first thing in the morning. She's got food, water, clean litter box. Hey, she's made. All right. So you got this Hermit energy. It feels very much like a philosophical, Sagittarius energy too. Really thinking about your hopes, wishes, and dreams. I mean, we're here to share our gifts with the world, whatever they are. I really, truly believe that. And I gotta say, with the exception of the psychopaths and sociopaths out there, none of my readings are for them. Just no people that are mean, cruel. No. This is not about you fulfilling your terrible, I don't know, craziness. I wish those type of people just didn't exist. You know what I mean? All right. Here we go. All right. Wabam. Look at that. I like this. King of Swords on the Queen of Wands. Get a mentor if you need it. Follow in someone else's footsteps. Ace of Cups on the Ten of Swords. Wow. Okay. It's the end of suffering, and it's going to make you happy. New opportunities. Three of Pentacles. Ooh, I like that on the Death card. Woo! So you got a lot of Scorpio here. Let's see what just jumped out. There you are. Again, Aries, you're really showing up here right on top of that Judgment. Oh, yeah. What is going on here? You're getting some kind of divine spark of energy. Like, you just can't stay doing what you've been doing. I feel like there's a big change coming, Aries. I'm not sure which department of your life it's in. Maybe all of them. Who knows? Page of Swords. But you're supposed to know. You're the psychic tarot reader. Hey, tons of different timelines. Six of Cups. Tons of different timelines. Okay. It's like my vision is kind of fractal. I can see what has happened, what hasn't, what may never happen. Five of Swords. 10 of Cups. Look at all these tens. My goodness. And the Three of Cups. Okay. It's so funny. And okay, I've got the thing in my head and I'm seeing all this and I'm come on here. So where is the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords? All right, it's in that fear of failure right there. And so because it's not on the board here, I think that is amazing because it feels like what's happening here is like you might be closing that out because tens are about completion and finishing something. And especially, I mean, you've got the three big cards for something being done. I swear, if we get that casket card in here or something like that, woo, we don't need it. But your old life, you're done with it. Now, we didn't get the strength card here, but we have it right there. So let's just get into this. Woo. Aries. Now, this is you, Queen of Wands, cardinal energy. Don't give a rip what anybody else thinks. If you are making something creatively, like it's saying here with that Three of Pentacles, and you're about to put it out on display, put yourself out on display, you're going to need some inner strength to be able to take that center stage. It's very much a Leo energy. But it's also saying you need to follow your happiness. But you have to be bold and brave and learn things as you go. You don't need to know it all. But you can have a mentor with this King of Swords. It doesn't even have to be anyone you know, just a certain person that knows about what you are trying to do and just emulate what they have done. There are actual books, volumes written about successful people by successful people about everything that happened to them and all the choices they made. It's right there. It's in the public library, or you could watch podcasts, just anything. It's all there. There's really no mystery to this because whatever you are wanting to achieve, someone else already probably has, and they've experienced all the failures. They've made all the mistakes and you can follow in their footsteps. To me, this is a no-brainer. I don't really know what it is that's your heart's desire. But, if this is just one life, one experience, come on. Why not just have the most fun with it that you can? I really feel this intense movement within society to live easier and happier. And I think that's probably just part of my Sagittarius nature, just wanting things to be happy and, fun. I think that's probably it. But get a mentor if you need it. But if that's not a mentor, you're probably having clarity, wisdom over maybe your life. The King of Swords is big picture thinking, big ideas, head above the clouds, looking down. We're talking like, 20-year plans, 30-year plans, lifelong plans, and then just reverse engineer it to where it's something you can manage every single day. So if you're doing something creative, let's say you're wanting to write a book or a series or make some type of body of art or something like that, right? Doesn't have to be. Reverse engineer it. What steps can you take every day? Make it a part of what you do every single day and then commit and stick to it. We do have commitment here with that 10 of Wands, determination. So that fear of failure might be something that you've decided is a part of your past. Because I feel like this inner strength that is welling up in you is going to win out here. I really do. I mean, the cards say so. They do. All right. First up, Ten of Swords. Ace of Cups. And you do have the Ten of Cups here too. So, this is triumph after difficulty. It always makes me think when Ron was reading Harry's tea, he's like, you're going to suffer, but you're going to be happy about it. This is the end of something. You might be ending a certain chapter of your life. It could be ending a karmic cycle. This ending, it means it's really done. You're not going back. So you might be ending this period of fear of failure. You might be deciding to, speak positively to yourself. That's kind of what I'm feeling here, because this Ace of Cups is so bright and shining. This is your heart's desire, whatever it is. I don't feel like this is a love reading, Needed more coffee in my blood system. So not a love reading per se. I suppose it could be. We do have cups here, but it just doesn't feel romantic to me. This is something that your heart really wants. It feels like that star energy of the Hermit. I think this is what's winning. And isn't that great? So something is ending, okay? It's transforming. You are transforming. So we have Scorpio here. Hello, Scorpio. The Death card. Transformation. It does mean that when one thing ends, something else begins. So this is part of that transformation of the Ten of Swords and that Judgment and the Tower. Great googly moogly. Seriously. All right. So maybe if you've been doing things pretty much on your own, maybe this is about having teamwork. We also have the Three of Cups here. This is your community and socializing, sharing your ideas with the right people. I've had people comment in other readings that the people that they have shared their vision and stuff with have just, stabbed them in the back. But it's like, well, not your people, not the right people. If you're not getting held up and boosted up and encouraged, and it's not that anybody needs to encourage you. I would definitely not put your success on the fact of someone telling you that you should do something, or even telling you or giving you any kind of encouragement. I've had zero my entire life. Zero. Nothing my entire life. Okay. So that motivation has got to come from within you, never from without, So this is about putting yourself on display, putting your work on display, putting your ideas on display. And so it could be that you haven't done that because of that fear of failure. So let it die. Let that fear of failure just, crumble. Yep. Something is, if we needed more cards of endings, there really aren't any. I think we've got them all. So we have Judgment and your card, Tower. Yeah. Let the old life die. Let it go. I'm saying that, not, you know what I'm saying? It's not like something is actually keeling over. It's about this transformation, this transition. In Judgment, we see these figures coming out of the grave being their old life, and they're leaving it behind, starting something new. Let the old traditions, ideas, fears, let it crumble. This is talking about reach for the stars, but keep your feet grounded. You could be coming to reality about something, and it could be that your fears are unwarranted. Like maybe you know, if you're stuck in fear, you are really wasting a lot of time, and time is a precious thing. We don't get it back. Once it's gone, it's gone. Believe me, I know, you know? And so I feel like something is crumbling, something is changing. This is huge, huge. Whatever has held you back, it's not going to be anymore. I think 2026 here, as I am making this video, it's going to be something special for sure. We have the Seven of Pentacles crossed by the Page of Swords. So part of this fear, it could be what you know and what you don't know. And so this page, all the pages represent learning, just starting out, fresh energy, fresh eyes. In particular, I feel like the Page of Swords for you is learn everything you can and stay curious about life. That's what helps people grow and keep going. The Seven of Pentacles here, I like for you, in combination with that King of Swords, seeing the big picture, is really analysis. This is where things kind of get maybe a little boring, but this is looking at where you've been putting all your resources, your time, effort, energy, money. Fear is a terrible, terrible resource killer, I would say. And so this is about reaping what you sow. And what have you sown so far? That's what this is. Is the juice worth the squeeze kind of thing? Are you getting back what you put in? I feel like there's more that you could do. There might be a sense of there's something better out there for you. Or if you take more risks, maybe. Everything really is a risk. And it could be that people are starting to notice you now with this Page of Swords, that there's something changing within you. You're maybe not doing things the same way anymore, because the Seven of Pentacles is saying, especially with all these swords popping up here, that you have the ability to prune things, cut things out, you know, anything that's stealing your time, you know, and taking away from what it is you really want to do. I think you're going to cut it out, prune some things. We have another page here with the Six of Cups. I'm going to look at this card first. The Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia. It can be a card of receiving a gift. Sometimes I feel that. But with this, I'm seeing reflection, that type of nostalgia. Looking back, part of that Seven of Pentacles, I feel this is saying celebrate your wins. Even if they're small, let that come in and help build you up, build up your self-esteem, get excited about the small wins you've had in the past, and let that give you the fuel going forward. This Page of Wands is the most excited and, you know, ready to go, I think, of all the pages. Almost like so the Six of Cups can be like a childlike energy, and I'm feeling that with the Page of Wands too. It's time to get excited about something, like you were a kid again. That's what I'm feeling here. It's a very positive energy, and it's focused positively, you know. I'm really feeling that. Got a lot of happiness here. I'm not a big fan of the Five of Swords. I'm not. The Ten of Wands, Sagittarius energy, determination. This is about, with that star energy here, has that in her guiding light here, just like the Hermit. I feel like, you know, pick one thing that you want to do really, really well and stick with it. Be determined, because that's what we have here. This is about being very close to completing something. Now, I feel for you in this case, in this reading, it doesn't so much feel like a harvest yet of something you've been putting your time into, and although it could be. It feels more spiritual, like you're finally getting past that fear, fear of maybe taking a risk on something. It feels risky, But I think you're going to push through that fear. This Five of Swords of failure. We see these two figures in the back. Now, these two figures can represent your past, things you experienced, and things not working out, obviously. They've been stabbed in the back there. So there could be something here that you've tried in the past and it didn't work out. But it's saying this time that it's worth taking the risk to see this through. That's what this is saying. To just commit to it and don't let anything stop you. That's what I'm feeling here. We do have strategy with that Seven of Swords and the Ten of Cups. I think it's important that you keep some things to yourself. You don't share what I wouldn't share what you're doing right now, especially if your social group or family or whoever, if you share good ideas with them and stuff, they're like, oh well, you always failed in the past, or you never finished it before. Don't tell those people what's going on. Okay, just let them see your happiness. They don't need to know why you're so happy. They don't. I would say, in order to keep this energy pure, to keep it to yourself until you're done with whatever it is you're doing, because people respond to results, not ideas or, resolutions and things like that. And I think you're going to be a lot happier by being more private if you're not. That's what I'm feeling here. So we do have triumph after difficulty. Now, for some of you, the Seven of Swords, I just got a vision of you really leaving something behind. This feels like a divorce, a disconnection, not like an actual divorce, although it could be, that are disconnecting from something, like almost contractually finishing something that's going to make you very happy. That's a side message. All right, we end with this Hermit and the Three of Cups. There could be someone in your group, this community and socializing celebration, that is someone that can be a mentor, who can help guide you. This feels like a spirit guide this time with this Hermit, helping guide the way. I don't feel like this is your energy, Aries. Now that I'm looking at this, this feels like someone that is very supportive, who would celebrate your little wins. This doesn't have to be a family member. If that's not the case, if this is you, this is about you doing that very deep introspection, possibly a dark night of the soul, which would be facing your fears, and then coming out of that seclusion more wise, more connected to your higher self with that star energy, and ready to share your gift with the world. There we go. I know this was a really animated reading. I'm weird, so there we go. All right, ooh, journey. Okay. It's time to prepare for a journey. This does feel like a journey. It may be impromptu or planned, either way. Make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. I almost feel like it's more of a soul journey that you're going through here, but hey, you might actually be going somewhere. Mending. Oh, look at that. Mend the bond. Made me think of brave. I think you're mending the bond with yourself, your higher self, because I think when our souls come into these bodies, we don't realize really and truly the difficulties of how things can transpire and happen. And that fear, I think you're mending. That's what you're mending with your higher self. Your higher self doesn't want you to be afraid. Honor your agreement. Mission in motion. All right, so this could be one of your big tasks here. Overcoming this fear and sticking to it could be a soul mission here for you. So think of it like that way, like a video game, like you're meant to conquer that. Psychic ability, trust your intuition. We have vine. Seek out information that will help you. I definitely feel that with that Page of Swords, the King of Swords, and Finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the future. The problem is that fear of failure. Tree of Life, true wisdom, and making good choices in life. There you go. Aries. What an interesting reading. So, developing some inner strength and finally going for this heart's desire. You're about to have a big shift. Huge, massive, massive shift, but I think you're going to be so much happier finally going for it, whatever this is, whatever that heart's desire is. Big time. All right, Aries, that is your next 3 in the months. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.